Welcome again. Now we are talking about a question tag. A question tag is a small tag question. It will be at the end of the sentence. But how to make a question tag? So, if the sentence is positive, the question tag, it will be what? Negative. Both, not, after verb to be, or after verb to have, or modals. And put don't or doesn't in the present sentences or didn't in the past sentences. In number 2, if the opposite, if the sentence is negative, the question tag is positive. Okay, how to complete it or how to write it? They said if the sentence verb is verb to be, verb to have, or models, you know the models: will, would, can, could, may, might, must. It is repeated in the question tag. It's repeated as positive or as negative, but you have to use abbreviation. Don't use not, is not, isn't, are not, is wrong. I say aren't, will not, won't. It will be. Here, the first, it will be with other verbs. If there is no here from these verbs in a sentence, we have just verb infinitive or a present or in past as ed or something. So what I will do, I'm using form of verb is used to what in the question tag. As this example, it is very expensive. This is positive, so it will be here negative. It is very expensive, isn't it? So what I'm doing, I'm just change the places of subject and verb and use the repeat of verb to be. Here they aren't smart enough. Are they? The opposite here. Negative, positive. He played tennis. Look, the tense is what? Past. What I am doing here, didn't he? She watches a nice film. Doesn't she? So look here, because here we have es, so I will use does. They don't go to school, so already is what? Negative. So what I will do they. You have here some questions, you will answer them inshallah, and it's easy, so inshallah you will answer them well. The second here, what we have, so we have passive. You know the passive, how to make it? We said how to make the passive or how to change active sentences to the passive. Active means we have the subject, we know the subject, we know who does the action. But passive, we will hide it, we omit it or remove it. Here they said put the object instead of the subject. Then put the helping verb, verb to be, verb to have, and modals. Then you have to put the main verb. The main verb, the action that done in the sentence, it will be in past participle, PP. Then we have, if we have complement, complete it. Then you will write subject at the end, but you have to follow that by. Example, she will play tennis. Tennis will be played. So from where I get P? Because I have models. You will see this in the photo images. It will be better. Here you have some questions. You will answer them to change the active into passive. But here you have to be careful about the tenses. They said if it's simple present or simple past, what I am doing here, look, Amy takes a book is taken. So I'm using what? As or are if the subject is a plural. Here simple past, I will use was or were. Then look at future or model, will and must. Look what I'm doing. Just I write after the model, I have to write be. And then the verb infinitive here in the active, it will be here in past participle. Look at continuous. Continuous, it will be present or past. You have to what? Remove ing from the verb and put instead of it being. Then the verb with ing, it will change into past participle. If we have a present perfect or past perfect, here like has taken, had taken, or have taken, I have to use what? After has, I have to write been, then I will write verb past participle. Why I'm here using been? Because this is active and this is passive. See you then with the last video.